Hi there, it's Rose. Welcome to my channel. Today I am here to share the projects that I created for the open collab hashtag Embellish With Us Wednesdays. Now this collab is hosted by Raina from Lilo Crafts and Marianne from Marianne's Craft Corner. And it's a super fun collab where you can share any embellishments that you have made during the week or that you're hoping to use on future projects and or share in some friend mail. So today I am sharing, of course, some Halloween embellishments. I'm still in the midst of Halloween crafting, and although I do have some Christmas crafts kind of sneaking in there as well, my tags are coming up on the 25th, so that's always fun. So my craft room is a mix match of Halloween and, of course, some Christmas and maybe even some fall and autumn and who knows, even a few spring pads that I was looking at yesterday, actually. It's kind of funny how, as crafters, we really like to get in there and use our stash. And speaking of really wanting to use our stash, at the beginning of the year, I really made a little silent vow that I would make sure that I would pull out some dies or stamps that I hadn't used in a while, or some that were really purchased and then set aside and I actually never got to. And the die set that I'm going to be showing today is one that fits right into that category. I purchased, I love it, I still love it, but I actually never used it because it got waylaid with a bunch of other things that came into my craft room. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, if it does, definitely leave me a comment below and let me know that you struggle with the same issue of purchasing craft items and then not getting around to using them. So today I'm going to share some little witchy embellishments that I created using a die that I actually love and have not used up until this point. So let's get into it. So these are the dies that I wanted to use on my embellishments this week, and it is this sort of witch portrait and a frame. Now this is from an Anna Griffin Halloween embellishment collection of dies, and I was always intrigued by this die because I love, have you ever been to one of those parks or fairs where they cut out your portrait? And usually it's somebody that's cutting it out with a small detailed scissor and on like black paper. And that's what this die really reminds me of. And I thought, I love the detail in her ponytail. I love that she's kind of, to me, looks like a young witch. Her hat and the brim. And then, of course, the beautiful frame that goes along with it. So I cut these out. I also used one of my Diamond Press nesting oval dies to layer her portrait up on, and then I used the backing there. So this is the die collection that I've had for a while and haven't used and wanted to break out today for some embellishments. Now, along with using this die, then of course I brought in some distress colors in Fired Brick, Carved Pumpkin, and Crackling Campfire. Now these, of course, are the minis. I have the full size as well. I think I've talked about the fact that I love minis when I'm working on quick, smaller projects because they're easy to maneuver on my desk. And these distress colors are sort of a Halloween combination that I gravitate to because I love when they're mixed together, sort of that pumpkin-y fall look that you get to the color mix. So those three distress colors. And then the Distress Mica Stain in Decayed. I talked about this recently, how I'm new to these and just absolutely love it. This is one of his Halloween colors, Decayed. And I think they're limited edition, so if you can find them, they're really fun to work with. And then something brand new that I had purchased when I went to a stamp fest at the beginning of the year. And we're all familiar with the art glitter glue, right? A lot of us use this as our go-to glue for projects. But this is my first time using the actual art glitter. And I went to Stamp Fest and there was someone demonstrating this, and I thought, do I really need this? You know, I use stickles. Well, when I saw the demonstration, boy, I realized that I do need it, and it is quite a bit different than using stickles on your project. Absolutely gorgeous colors. This is key lime. This one is heather, a beautiful purple, and then of course a true red that I'll get a lot of use out of also at Christmas time. And this is Meline, and this is kind of like a little bit of an orange and mixed with some pink, and just beautiful, beautiful glittery colors. So I brought those in to use. Now let me show you the embellishments. Now these are the 3 Witchy portrait embellishments that I created, and each one is a little bit different, although they might look the same because of the splattering of that wonderful decayed mica spray. But I backed each on, for the frame, on a glittery cardstock because I wanted to tie in the glitter that I was going to add to her hat, her collar, her ponytail tie. So I cut out that frame in glitter cardstock. It's sort of a deep rose, almost rose gold, orangey glitter cardstock. And then from my nesting dies, I cut a frame out of some watercolor paper, and that's where I brought in all of the distress colors, even some black soot to add around the edges, because I wanted her to really pop off of that gold frame. Now she's cut in black heavyweight cardstock, and you can see, I don't know if you can kind of tell the little strands in her ponytail. It's such a beautiful die. And she looks beautiful and just in black, but I wanted to make her a little bit spookier with that decayed spray. So when I say they're all the same but a little bit different, I actually used one spray to go over the 3. So they go from various stages of the splatter on their portraits, which is really, really pretty. So you can see this one has a lot more of that creepy decayed spray there. Now the art glitter glue, I layered a little bit of that art glitter glue and then sprinkled little bits of that glitter on there, and I really love the way that those turned out, because you just get a hint. And actually, you know, for those of you that say, I really don't do glitter, it's too messy, I would say that this is such fine glitter that it's very easy to work with. And, you know, I didn't have any problem with finding a ton of glitter all over my workspace after using it. But the color payoff that you get is really the big draw for me as to why I will go back to continuing to use that that art glitter. It's just beautiful, and I love the way that it looks, and I love the fact that you can get more of a flat glitter effect rather than with stickles. You know, you always seem to get that raised effect, and you don't have to with this art glitter. So that's what I loved about that. I like these like little spooky portraits. It's a die that you know, was very unusual for my stash. I don't have anything like it. I love that it's not a creepy witch, although I do like creepy witches too. It's more of a serious, like I said, a young witch, you know, maybe like a Sabrina witch. So that's my take on these embellishments. I think they're going to be super fun to add to projects. And I would hope that you'll check out that hashtag Embellish With Us Wednesdays so that you can see all the other crafters that are participating in this collab every week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I hope you might consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.